Hello, welcome to your weekly Soulprint Pick Your Crystal. Today we have a clear. These are fluoride, but I could be wrong. A green and a peach. Really soft, gentle, pastel-y colors. Choose one, two, or all three piles. It doesn't matter which resonates to you, which pile, which crystal is calling out to you. And let's get started. All right, so this is for September 10th through the 16th. There we go. Ten Pentacles. Queen of Swords and Strength. Okay. So we're starting off with the Ten of Pentacles, which is sort of an interesting place to start because it talks about a collective. It could be a family group, it could be an organization. With the Ten of Pentacles talks about assets. It talks about money, holdings, that kind of a thing. It's interesting because it's followed by the Two of Pentacles, which it sort of indicates that there is something that you are trying to balance, trying to balance the resources that you have at your disposal. But it feels like the two are very, very much connected. So I don't know, maybe you're in charge of, taking care of an inheritance, taking care of somebody's finances, taking care of, looking at property. But whatever it is, it feels as if it's causing a wee bit of a strain here, right? It's keeping you off balance. So whether that is just because it's taking up more time than you expected, but there's definitely a sense of trying to find your sort of equilibrium in this. The Queen of Swords is an interesting choice for here because you're talking about an energy that is very sort of truthful, very firm. Doesn't believe in a lot of sort of wishy-washy. Doesn't want people straying her along or wasting her time. The overriding energy, however, of this card really is that sense of trustworthiness, that sense of being able to depend on. You've got Strength as your final card. So what is this jumble sort of telling us? Well, it's telling me that for those of you who pick this crystal, there's definitely an energy of needing to sort out assets. These could be your assets, and it's time that you went through and figured out what you're doing, where you're doing it, how you're going to make this all work. But the Two of Pentacles definitely indicates that you are trying to create more of a balance than you feel you have now. If the Queen of Swords is you, then it is talking about your ability to kind of see through this, handle the paperwork, handle the documentation. It's a very no-nonsense kind of energy, and you're ready to move forward. If this is somebody else, this is, again, talking about that same energy, but in another person who could step in to help you, assist you, give you some pointers, that kind of thing. But ultimately, because you end with the Strength card, so ultimately there is that sense of being able to sort of get through this and come out the other end, perhaps a little wiser, but definitely, you can be proud of the fact that you basically got through. This is a trying situation, whatever this is, but you got through it and came out stronger for the experience. All right. And great. Okay, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and Three of Pentacles. Okay. So the Two of Wands is often about receiving um, good news. It's about being able to, um, speak your truth. It's about hearing good news. It's about um, information that you maybe perhaps have been waiting for, but there's definitely some good news coming your way because it's followed by the Nine of Pentacles. It really does feel like this has to do with assets. Perhaps you are trying to come up with, something you can do to earn extra money and create a little bit more independence for you. And, maybe you're thinking of a variety of ways that you can do that and the skills you have to offer. Ultimately, you're going to get some really good advice from friends or associates, people who you know and trust, perhaps people who are, um, within your circle or connected to an organization that you might want to belong to or associate with. So you've got some really nice energy here because the energy feels as if it's a forward movement. So you've got this good news coming. You have the Knight of Wands just cautioning you to not jump where you can't see, but trust that you have friends or associates who are going to help you find that additional sense of independence or clarity that you're looking for. You could also be, with the same set of cards, starting some sort of a business. Maybe it's, and let's see, uh, offering. Maybe there's something that you are going to do within your local community and you're starting up like a cottage industry. So again, good news coming. Perhaps this is you were looking for some documentation to come in, business licenses, that kinds of things. There's definitely this energy that this is motivated by you trying to get yourself into a position financially that you feel more independent, that you have improved your cash flow. The Knight of Wands lets you know that this is going to move forward, but you don't need to take sort of unnecessary risks to get there. And the Three of Pentacles, of course, is about with the help of friends. And so whatever this is about, it looks like there is a plan to help you create more security. And Peach, what do we have here? Three of Cups, Judgment, Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Okay. The Three of Cups is very often about, a community celebrating. It is about, very often it will be about, a group of females, so, not always, but sometimes. So you're looking at, it could be a wedding party. It could be, getting something organized for a shower. It could just be three strong friends who are, there for each other and supporting each other. The Judgment card, there is a sense of having to look at a situation with more clarity. It doesn't feel like this is some harsh judgment that's coming down as much as it is an indicator that you're going to want to make sure that you're moving in a path, in a direction that is going to help create the environment you want to create. There may be some voices of discontent. There may be somebody saying, well, I think you should do it this way. And somebody else saying, well, no, I think you should do it this way. But ultimately, this is about using your judgment and trusting that if there is judgment coming towards you, that it is meant with the very, very best intentions. The Ace of Pentacles is lovely. It's talking about a new beginning. It's talking about new revenues from somewhere. It is talking about perhaps a new asset of some kind. But this is really, really lovely beginning energy. This is, again, about, security. And the Lovers. So this feels as if it pertains to a partnership of some kind. A business partnership, a friendship, a lover, a spouse. But there's definitely an interesting energy at play here. It's sort of almost like, on the one hand, while there is this support system that can be very, very helpful, there also is a feeling that you sort of got so much stuff coming at you at once that you're needing to make some sort of hard and fast judgments on what's going to work, what's not going to work. And this can be to any area of your life. Ultimately, you're going to need to make a decision based on what is realistic, what is, reasonable. And so you will. The Lovers is indicating that should there be a partnership of any kind, it will move forward in a more kind of harmonious way than maybe you expect or that it has been. All right. Thank you very, very much for being here for your weekly crystal reading. Thank you ever so much for supporting this channel and these readings. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.